Hello dear friends, I hope you all are doing well. For this video, I'll be sharing with you my editing process and tips that help me improve my editing. If you're wondering how I went from this to this, I just don't remember. My softwares, favorite fonts, color settings, tips and tricks, and everything you need to know. Keep on watching. So a short background on my YouTube journey. If you've been following me for a while, I've been uploading videos since January 2021. When I was starting, I started with phone video editing. But because I take tons of art videos and vlogs, it takes up too much of the memory. So it's a hassle for someone like me who struggles with very limited phone storage, since it's the same device I use to film and edit my videos, and also my personal space. I was actually thinking of switching to laptop video editing. I tried a lot of video editing softwares, but Wondershare Filmora stood out the most. It's really hard to find a good software that works best for you, but I totally recommend checking out Filmora Wondershare, especially if you're a beginner wanting to start a YouTube career. Here are some clips from my most recent uploads where I used Filmora Wondershare to edit. I noticed a lot of improvement in the coloring, timing of music, positioning of my text. I remember putting my subtitles in a really small scale, not considering how it would look in a laptop view. It's much more readable now, compared before where it's too big or too small. So if you don't know, Wondershare Filmora is an easy-to-use video editing software with very powerful functions. Everyone can start with Filmora easily and quickly, even with zero editing skills. It's easy to navigate and beginner-friendly. There are tons of built-in templates such as texts, overlays, filters to help editing videos. Wondershare Filmora is also budget-friendly. Their softwares are free to try and available for Windows and Mac. If you're interested to try them out, their links will be found in the description box below. Let's now move on to the highlight of this video. So this is a summary of my editing process. Starting with the preset settings, rough cutting, music, filters and overlays, then titles. Let's start! Step 1. The preset settings. To start, add your clips to Wondershare Filmora simply by opening the files. Drag your chosen clips to the timeline according to their order. Double-click your first clip to open its settings adjustment and find the color options. Editing your video quality makes a big impact on how aesthetic your video is. I usually adjust the brightness, exposure, saturation, shadows, and highlights until I'm satisfied. Here is a before and after. Which one would you prefer to watch? Filmora also offers a feature called Color Match. This feature helps if your videos are from two different cameras or there are some parts where lighting changes. It adjusts your video according to your preferences in just one click. See how easy it is? Step 2. Rough cutting. This is where you remove unnecessary parts and combining your chosen footage. Let's start with the intro. For me, the intros are your highlights. It's what your audience will expect in your videos. Though, there are times I want my viewers to get a thrill and surprise, like my art vlog intros. Just choose clips that will make a great big impression to your watchers to keep them interested. Next is the body. My greatest tip is be creative, especially when filming. Compared to my old videos, I started to explore various angles. Don't overdo it. You don't need a different angle every second. Switching between 4 to 5 different views is what I recommend. And lastly, the outro. I keep my outros simple, yet pleasing and attractive to the audience. I also make sure there is a space for my ending elements, just like this one. And a small thank you for watching message for my viewers. Before proceeding to the next steps, do you have your channel theme and aesthetic? Or have you decided a theme for your video? I tried many different editing styles like minimal, ASMR, silent vlogs, vintage, and retro. It takes time to find one that suits your editing style best. I'm sure most of you have your own personal favorite YouTubers and content creators. Just like you, I was also inspired to start video editing because of them. I get inspiration from their videos and eventually found one I'm most comfortable with. It will take time, but eventually you'll find your own personal theme. But a great way to start is to get inspiration from your favorite content creators. For me, a theme is important because your music choices, filters, overlays, and fonts must complement each other. For this video, I decided to go with the retro theme. Let's now proceed to step 3, choosing a music. What I like about Wondershare Filmora is it offers tons of royalty-free music categorized in many genres. You don't have to worry about looking for and downloading music online because Wondershare Filmora already has a lot of great options. Step 4. Filters and overlays. Another great thing about Wondershare Filmora is they also have a wide variety of free overlays and filters for your video. Before, I still have to look for green screen overlays that consumes my editing time. Remember, choose filters and overlays that suits your chosen theme. Lastly, step 5. Titles and subtitles. I want to show you something that helped me understand a lot about visual hierarchy. That is an example of a visual hierarchy that helped me get creative with my titles and text that makes my videos a lot more interesting for my audience. For titles, intros, and headings, choose creative fonts. Choose basic and simple fonts for subtitles so it's easier for your audience to read. To add text, just simply click the default title and drag it to the timeline and edit it according to your preferences. Don't be afraid to play around and get creative and mix fonts you like. export button on the upper left of the previous screen. For my final thoughts, I can tell Wondershare Filmora really has everything I need to create a video according to my preferences and editing style. I personally love the features and controls. To be honest, it's a lot more convenient and comfortable to work with compared to my previous video editing apps. From fonts, overlays, filters, royalty-free music, my settings adjustments, everything is already here. I don't have to struggle anymore with limited phone storage. I highly recommend you to try out Wondershare Filmora, especially if you're a beginner. Of course, experts can use it too. Feel free to follow my tips and tricks and explore yourself more with Filmora. Their links will be down on the description box below. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and healthy always. See you on our next video.